Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the Pratt Pack gym. You know, I had just sat down and was just trying to unwind after a very hectic day. And once I found out this news, I had to get back on my feet and go to work. Why? Because he was a guy that helped me push through a lot of work, heavy lifting in the early part of my career. Long time ago, folks, early 90s, right here in Monaco. You know, your Pratt Pack takes his pack very serious, and those people who have been a part of it and sprinkled in throughout my life are as important to me today as they were whenever our paths crossed. And no matter how long we were together, everybody had a significant part in that building block of the human spirit and this body of work that is my life, Rob Pratt. Mike Liberator has passed away. For those of you who knew him simply as Libb, a lifelong resident of Monaco and truly someone who epitomized what this town was all about. Hardworking, gregarious at a time, loved his sports teams, and yes, loved a good discussion. And sometimes, even if it would get a little heated, it was okay because that was just Libb being Libb. And just when you thought he might not be talking to you for a while, he would kind of give you that little wink and nod and everything was okay. But the thing that I will always remember about Mike Liberator, and we took many late nights enjoying some fun under the moonlight here in this great town called Monaco at a number of our favorite watering holes back in the early 90s, discussing life, friendship, and just the future. And the future seemed bright for all of us, and as everything seems to happen, fall goes to winter, winter goes to spring, spring goes to summer, and you're another year older. But you become much richer because of the people that you've met along the way. And no one gave me greater happiness or a soul full of wealth than Mike Liberator. He could make me laugh, but he could also make me see that there was the greater good. Someone who was very humble, and he wasn't looking to do the next big thing. He just wanted to do his thing. And I was so happy anytime he was sitting next to me, shoulder to shoulder, enjoying a cold brew, or in his case, some of those fine wine and good spirits, a little Jack Daniels and whatever he decided to mix with it. But that always mixed into the conversation. And for some reason, from the very first time that I met him and his crew, it was like we knew each other our whole life. And then, as life has a way of making you disappear, it did me. For 25 years, I was gone pretty much from sight. And then all of a sudden, I reappeared one time and reconnected with him and Tommy Kibler and so many others. He is also a cousin of my lifelong childhood friend, Jack Liberator. Jack Liberator and I, part of the original Brighton Boys, grew up together, Galbraith's Heights. And yeah, Jack was another huge inspiration in my life. He'll be the first to tell you, the very first record and that needle that I dropped in my home on Galbraith's Heights, Marion Hill Road, 4182 Marion Hill Road, was James Brown. And man, I got to tell you, we lit up the neighborhood. As his cousin did here in my new neighborhood. He definitely was too young to pass. But know this, because of the time we spent together, he will never be gone. All I'll have to do is just think of him, and I will smile. So long, Libb. And thank you for being my friend. Good night from the Pratt Pack Gym.